Hello, this is Beta A Ben for Pixel Spank. Today I'm playing Between the Stars, which is, I got sent a code, it looked really cool, and then I read on further and it said Kickstarter, so yeah, that normally means there's nothing there, but it looked cool, and then I downloaded it, it says down here support us on Kickstarter, so probably won't be too much here as it is apparently only the demo, but it's got two options of Prologue and Prologue Hard Mode, which is now actually not selectable. So it's got Prologue, but you do that and you got two options. You can be Jane Scott or James Scott, which are well, I'm gonna be James, obviously. You'll demand more respect. All I know is this is a space game, and then nothing more than that. It may not even run. I say that based on the fact that it is currently struggling. Help, I'm a prisoner in a small sector and my kidnappers forced me to write loading screen phrases, yes. Oh, here we are, we're in.
Alert. Systems damaged.
Okay.
Warp drive pressure.
Gamepad unresponsive at this stage.
Boost warp drive to full power.
But Captain,
I said
that's
full
me.
Power. That's an order.
redistributing power.
Is,
Capacitors charging in full.
is this ship covered in shit? I think it is. Oh.
Just a bit more.
Now I have got this set to the highest ratings for
Warp successful.
visuals.
We've made it.
Right, okay. So
My damage analysis.
it's not running great.
Starting damage assessment protocol. Testing main
And
engines.
right, the engine's power is adjustable. There are 4 indicators displaying your speed. Green for your forward, red for rearward speed, or blank when stationary. Where are those in? Okay, move the mouse wheel. Okay. Alright, I see. Right, it's down in the bottom right there. So that's forward. That's backwards. Okay, let's head forwards then. Oh, this is actually a tutorial telling me to do
Moderate
these things.
damage. Engines operational. Testing navigation systems.
Okay, right. Lateral propulsion system of our ship allows it to move more carefully. Keep W and S held to tilt the ship forwards and backwards. Alright. Q and E for left and right. A and D to rotate the ship.
Navigation
I love
systems
these on a
operational.
gamepad, honestly.
Testing power systems.
Okay. Energy control system allows you to reassign power to shields, weapons, or engines. In the panel below, you'll see these gauges. Alright, so it's saying use the up arrow. So straight away, I need to have WASD available and my hands on the up and down arrow keys. And also, this controls looking around, which is the mouse. So that's fine. Assign all energy to weapons, engines, shields. Alright.
Power distribution correct.
Okay. Well, that's not too bad. That seems like something you won't have to worry
We're
about.
detecting warp signatures in the vicinity.
We've been followed. Prepare for attack.
Keep X held to look behind you. Alright, that's difficult. Alright. Destroy the enemy ships. You haven't taught me how to shoot! I've learned how to shoot. It was the mouse button. I mean, it seems obvious now. Alright, there's a red bar going up. Oh, let's just zoom in. I think I have a number of different weapon points. Controls are a little bit awkward because for some reason they've got the turn controls where the yaw controls should be. But I think I blew up a ship. So far it's quite a... It seems like it's going to be sort of a slow moving kind of a game, but still real time, which I can get on board with. Yeah. It does look quite nice. But this is only the prologue, which I think is code for tutorial, isn't it?
Captain, reinforcements incoming. We need more firepower.
Okay. Do we though? Alright, destroy. Optional. Direct the nuclear missiles to take out 2+ left mouse button. 2. Okay, I did what it said and it didn't work. Unless it means number pad 2, which it is possible. That crash zoom. Now I've put all my power into the weapons and shields, so I'm slow currently. Feels like I may have just blown up, but I don't know. I've got an instinct that tells me I'm basically invincible. Oh, someone's leveled up. I think it's members of my crew, possibly the enemy crew. Oh, looks like I did actually fire a nuke. Something about deflector shields. You have to take out the shields, then the hull takes damage. That's the normal rule on these sort of things. And you have weapons that do different damage on different things, don't you? Alright, my guns have overheated tremendously. Oh, forward shields are down. Let's look behind us. There we are. I do have turrets that can shoot backwards. Can I shoot a missile backwards? I think I did fire a missile. It just fires it at the same time. You can see it going off tiny in the distance and not hitting anything. Alright. My rear shields are now only at 30%. I was rather hoping they might have recharged the forward shields by now, but that doesn't seem to be a thing. So I need to keep them on my flank. Might be worth taking some... maybe throw some more power at the engines. This is quite enjoyable actually. Feels like enough, like it's not too arcadey, but it's also not too simmy. It's a difficult balance to strike, I find, in these sort of games. Like you can go down the route of like Eve or
Good work, team. Is everyone all
that
right?
other one. Can't remember what it's called now.
I've determined this news will cause a decline in crew morale of 64.7%. But I must inform you that the enemy
Once
bypassed
destroyed.
our
Okay, so I can
shields.
enemy.
2 casualties confirmed.
Oh no, 2 people have died. I feel slightly responsible. How do I want the power, like... No. Yeah, that fine. Yeah, what was that? The other space game? Horizon? Elite Dangerous, that's it. Right, salvage an enemy ship. How? Maybe I should read this. In order to search for salvage, fly close to the ship, place your cursor over it. Once it becomes, look for the red points which indicate the ship's salvage position. Place the cursor over it, fire the... Okay. Ah, there's a salvage position. Salvaging, I think. Done. And salvage you as well. Yep. Press I to open inventory. Open the scavenge salvage pod. Alright, here we go. So this... Is it here? Salvage pod. Oh, a rare one. May contain... Apparently, it said in one of the bits I read on the loading screen that you get these salvage pods. They're only available through salvaging shit and maybe doing missions. There's no like paid stuff in it. So I'm thinking these will be like how you get the loot. What will it be? Alright, so it's actually giving me a load of resources. If this turns out to be like a Space Diablo sort of situation game, I'm fully on board for that. Light Cannon of the Republic. Nuclear Missile Launcher. Gatling of the Republic. The key is you want all your weapons to have the same rough firing range, isn't it? Let's open the other one as well. Oh, I've got some corpses. These are the corpses of my own crew, aren't they? When our shields went out, which I believe to be scripted, they died. Let's get out of here.
System analysis. Critical. Repairs needed immediately.
Now,
All right, Mai,
how do I
what's our
repair?
current position?
We are currently in the Thamus 6 sector. It is on the outskirts of the Interstellar Republic's headquarters.
We should be able to reach it using our drive engines.
Preparing warp drive.
Right, I'm not going anywhere yet. I've got to salvage these two. Alright. Yeah. I wonder if I can hit those ships. There's probably no good reason to find that out, is there? Is that it? I feel like there were more. Oh no, there aren't more. I just down. Loads more, in fact. Never deprive a man of his loot, even though I know this prologue will almost certainly end when I get to the station. Or maybe a little bit after that, they'll give you a kind of free play mode. I still want to salvage all these things. I'm certain that I won't get anything I can actually... if it just gives you like resources, I bet I won't actually be able to spend any of them particularly, but still. It's only a demo. You bastards. See, on the one hand, like I could quite see myself playing a game like this if it was ever released. On the other hand, I can't ever see myself supporting a game on Kickstarter because you know, I'm too frugal with my money to spend money on hope like that. Okay, let's open up my goods and then we'll warp. Got a common and an uncommon. And yeah, credits. Oh, I got an item from that one. Open it all a bit quicker, shall we? Right, what did I get? An interceptor laser Mark 1. Can I just put that there? I can. Shield damage 1 per second. Accuracy 100. Hull damage 2 per second. And it's short range. So it's in every way worse than what I already had. But I suspect, yeah, it's something that can only go in this slot. Which must mean something. But I don't know what. Yep, I see no difference there. Okay, let's open up the menu. Alright, this is the stellar map. Right, that's boggling. Click on the tacit stellar sector. Okay, now, my eyesight is fair, I would say. This text, very hard to read. I'm pretty certain as well, I did at some point make the UI larger, which may mean this UI here. Which would make sense if like this is what they think is acceptable. Right. Oh, here I am. Can I zoom in? Not on the mouse. Oh Christ! I think I did it by accident.
Which is the closest space station in this sector?
It's the trade station and Terrace port.
Okay, set in the coordinates.
Coordinates set.
Right. So we can't warp, but we can use the quantum engines.
My situation report on
Here we go.
port.
Accessing database.
I feel it's a given in any space game that you'll have 3 levels of speed. It's like regular, fast to get between like nearby planets, and then the warp to get between systems.
They also swear they have the best beet soup recipe in the universe.
See, I like that. They're trying to inject a little bit of humour in there. How do I break out of warp? It never taught me this. Now, will I have to do some kind of annoying docking sequence?
Captain Scott from the 5th Republic
Well.
fleet here. We request docking permission.
Station control tower here. Dock at the assigned bay.
I don't know what's happening. I'm not really controlling most of this.
Establishing communication. Docking protocol prepared.
Yeah, I feel like the game just took on a mind of its own there, and I'm kind of stuck on this ship. Yep. This This hasn't really helped. Oh Christ! Oh yeah, that didn't help. I turned my like quantum engines on. I think I'm kind of getting loose. Yeah, alright, I'm now loose. Well, that was exciting, wasn't it? It just sort of rocketed me into the station. I didn't do any of that. If you need... Alright, right, locate and approach dock 8. Enter in the highlighted area at low speed. Stop the ship within the highlighted area. Wait a few seconds. So there is a bit of a contrivance to docking. You need a little bit, don't you? Not too much. Elite Dangerous was too much. Right, so that's the dock. Okay, just gently get towards it. I'm guessing this in front of me is the highlighted area. Stop the ship. Done. Wait a few seconds without moving. And we're docking. And some sort of magic just flips us around the right way. It's very hazy, isn't it? You discover a great commotion around the freighters on the station when you exit your ship. You hear shouts from all angles, and merchants bidding ever-increasing numbers over merchandise. Your crew and yourself leave the freighter behind and search for a repair workshop. You find yourself looking at neon lights when someone bumps into your shoulder. Is it just going to be all text-based in a station? Quite possibly. Ouch! That hurt. It's a scruffy young woman who begins to collect spanners and metallic objects of all sorts she had in her as she tries to steady herself. My new crew, I'm going to guess. Sorry, wasn't looking where I was going. Don't worry, are you hurt? Should be more careful. You're speaking with a captain. Sorry, weren't looking where I was going. I was reading the text. No, my fault entirely. Excuse me, Captain, I'm so sorry. My name is Susan. Oh, no, I said that, apparently. I'm the head of the Pulsar Ship Repair Workshop. What can I do for you? Well, just fortunate. Need my ship repaired. You walk together to the docking bay where your ship is located. Susan rubs her eyes incredulously. No way! A KP-564 SC warship? It's completely totaled. How did you manage to... Susan sighs deeply. Alright, we can do it. Why didn't they just make a sigh noise? But it won't be cheap or easy. The repair cost highly exceeds your credit account. After negotiating, you agree to handle a series of tasks for her in return for payment. In the meantime, they shall give you a completely operational ship. Susan, do you know where we can find the transmission room? Of course, Captain. There's a transmission bay in the next district over. I can show you the way. Large space stations often have a transmission system highly superior to that of normal ships, allowing for cross-sector communications. You walk through the station until reaching the transmission bay, where you encounter 2 guards. After identifying yourself, you're allowed to pass and spot the transmission crew busily sending coordinates and data to nearby stations. You're granted a terminal in order to send a situation report to the Republic. Scott, that's me. Captain Scott here, that's me. We're transmitting from the Antiros port station in sector Fama 6. Admiral Xiao. Not Xiao, but Xiao. Captain Scott, we're expecting your arrival 2 Earth days ago. Earth exists in this world. Scott. Yes, sir, we ran into problems. We were following the trail of a slaver network in the Liphoba sector. We infiltrated their base and you wouldn't normally pronounce the 1 because there's no need. It's like you'd go Liphoba, Liphoba 2, Liphoba 3, etc. That's just how it works. Their base and obtained a crucial part of their information that you asked for, but our scientists are unable to decipher it. During our retreat, we were ambushed by an assault fleet. We thought we had left them behind when we arrived at the sector, but we were intercepted. We finally managed to finish off the enemy ships, but 2 of my crew members have lost their lives, and the Genesis, my ship, was practically destroyed. Admiral Xiao. Sorry to hear that, Captain. We'll give them the sending off they deserve. What is your ship's current status? Our ship is damaged. Could they not send me some credits to pay for it? Currently, it's inoperative. As soon as it's repaired, we'll return to HQ for the Stellar Summit. As one of the most experienced captains of the Republic, your presence is requested as head escort and reception of our guests. Every governing body of the universe shall be present. Yeah, okay. And now we're on the station. I can go in the store. There's a... Alright, okay. So if I... Oh, I can make funeral. I quite like that, actually, as a little thing you can do. Right, so we got... There's the store, which sells weapons, shield generators, bits, essentially. Salvage pod stash. Okay. Repairs. Alright, fine. An ever-present Kickstarter link there. Oh wait, no, there's more shit up here. Okay. I see. This is my current crew. I'm not really too worried about it. There was something in a game called Infinite Space where you'd assign crew members based on like their skills and such, and it like you'd put them in different parts of the ship. But there was like a ridiculous number of fleet positions. There was security. There was like boarding parties you could assign people to. You could go down to stuff as basic as like the cook and maintenance department, custodian, all shit like that, and various people would be better tasked to various departments. There was accounting, and it would all make like minor differences to the game, incredibly minor. Right, so I've got to accept this contract, which is hard to read because of the UI covering it. In order to repair the ship, we'll need an ion reactor. Suddenly I'm dying. Alright, so this is the girl telling me that they can repair our ship, they haven't got a part, and they need us to go and find out where it is. Okay. How do I leave? I feel like it should maybe... probably this one up here. Nah, okay, right. I got a new ship.
To their post. We must find that missing freighter.
Alright, good. It's a different
Captain,
looking ship.
Do you think it could have been an attack?
It's strange. If it had been an attack, the security systems would have asked for a security detail from the station, and they would have come to its aid.
Go to Antares Cemetery.
They could have used a signal inhibitor to cut communications.
The asteroid cluster where the ship was seen doesn't correspond to any commercial route. Decree M22, under Republic law, restricts commercial routes in order to guarantee the safety of its freighters.
Initiating quantum drive.
Would be a direct violation of organic space.
Quantum drive initiated.
Section 2/08.
It's not super fast, is it? It's not like you want. Or maybe it's because I'm on a crappy ship. I should investigate what this ship can do, shouldn't I? Don't really know how to do that, so I'm not going to. But I should do it. This is actually a free demo that you can just download and play, which, fair play to them. There's definite proof of concept here, isn't there? It does run like shit, though. I will say that. It looks fine, but it runs like shit. I don't know if I can readjust when I'm in quantum engines like that. I just assumed I couldn't. I probably could have. Gamepad support, I would like.
At the freighter's last known coordinates, Captain.
There doesn't appear to be anything here. My, can you scan the area?
Alright, I've got some weapons.
I detect irregular radiation readings coming from the middle of the cluster.
Let's take a look.
That's my ability to look. Feels like a waste, given that they've got so much on keyboard controls, that the right mouse button does this. Could be, you know, anything, but this. Alright.
Captain, we found the source of the radiation.
We found it.
We should proceed to scan.
It's a lump.
Affirmative. My, prepare the analysis module.
Oh, a new thing I can do.
The scan system.
A use for the right mouse button. Okay. You got me, game. You thought of everything.
I am 98% positive that the damage and radiation emissions confirm a plasma cannon attack.
Plasma cannons?
This looks like the result of an attack. My, can you follow the radiation signature?
Comparing samples. similar readings found in nearby coordinates.
Right.
Establishing route.
Oh god, that's miles away. That's how many? Is that? See, that says 97 km, but I don't think it's kilometers because, well, because kilometers would be a lowercase k because it's not someone's name, and so would the meters. That's how it works for units. If it was named after someone, it would be uppercase, like in the case of Kelvin or Sieverts. KM like that, scientifically speaking, it would mean Kelvin molars, which is not anything. Alright, how do I turn again? That's a really shitty looking planet, isn't it? That looks a bit like Mustafar. I should probably power up my engine, shouldn't I? Go a little bit quicker than this. And I do mean a little bit quicker. That needs to be a much better effect as well. Maybe zoom in on the ship, like show us a bit more. I can control it. I can now confirm that. Alright, so auto hats to that.
Shall we accept the call?
Affirmative.
Ex-Pleo, commander of the Starship Insurrection of the pirate fleet here. I order your immediate retreat. This frigate is now under our control. Surrender or we'll open fire.
Kind of a pleasant pirate, all things considering.
This is the captain of the warship Genesis of the Interstellar Republic. I demand you halt your activities immediately.
I think we're about to have a fight.
Scott of the warship Genesis? In that hunk of junk?
No, it looks pretty cool.
You asked for it. Crew to arms.
The voice acting is a little bit questionable, isn't it? Particularly for Captain Scott. I feel that's why they put Jane Scott higher up than the old girl. Right. Let's stick a bit in there. Always attack the one that isn't attacking you back. That's game theory in action. My weapon's overheated. Well, things considering, when I got that ship upgrade earlier, I should have probably not put it on my broken ship and saved it for this one. Nah, I don't need it. I'm Captain James after all. Captain Scott, in fact, is his name. Like Scott of the Antarctic. I am very fond of the fact that I don't have to be looking in a direction to be shooting in that direction. It really bugs me about games when
We're suffering damage, Captain.
it's fine, it'll be fine. Just throw a bit more energy at the shields. Doesn't matter where it comes from. Yeah, in games where like you're in a futuristic spaceship and for whatever reason you can only fire in a straight line in front of you. Ridiculous. I nuked the fucker. That was a nuke. Right, they're all dead. I think. I don't know if I'm going to be getting much salvage from this burning wreckage.
Ship's remains correspond to the freighter we've been searching for.
He said freighter wrong.
And confirm the shipment was in fact stolen.
Preparing to board.
Oh, boarding party. I'm thinking text adventure boarding party style, but that's fine. That means you can have a lot more stuff going on without taking out the action too much. In the similar sense to the game Infinite Space, one of my all-time favourite space games. Really good game, actually. Strongly recommend it. Okay. You enter what's left of the freighter as the bay doors close behind you. Within it, you find the remains of what used to be an enormous commercial freighter. The remains of what used to be. That's like sort of doubling up the words. You only need to say one, not both. The remains of a commercial freighter. Wait, hang on. You enter what's left of the freighter. Within it, you find the remains of what used to be an enormous... So I've gone in a freighter, and inside it, there's an enormous commercial freighter. It's possible. You can see all sorts of supplies and objects on the floor, accompanied by what were once the crew. After some time searching the corridors, you come to a passageway with two possible paths. Let's go left. Your crew and you, I mean it's grammatically correct, advance through the corridor you've chosen. The further in the ship you go, the more you get the feeling you are not alone. After a while, you reach another crossway. Please be aliens. You reach a small chamber where the path splits off into two directions again. One of the specialists says, "Captain, I think we've been here but already." You look a bit closer and you're almost sure you're back at the first turn you made. So I shouldn't go left really, should I? Your crew and you advance through the corridor you've chosen. The further in the ship, the more you get the feeling you reach another crossways. After walking in circles, you arrive at a hallway and the bay door that opens in front of you. Through the door frame and still within the darkness, you are able to make out a faint light. Well, let's enter. As soon as you enter, the bay doors close and the lights turn on. At the end of the room, you see the raw protonite shipments stacked in rows that emit light rays of light. A robotic voice surprises you. It seems to be the ship's My system. I don't actually know what that stands for. I've seen it said a few times. I think it probably told me at the start, but I didn't listen. Intruders detected in the loading bay. Activating security protocol. Opening evacuation bay doors. Whoa, that's a strong response. Halt. We are the crew of the Genesis of the Republic. The AI waits a few seconds, speaks again. Opening suspended. Validating credentials. Error. They're intruders. Let's double down. AI system hesitates for a few seconds. Establishing analysis. Probability of intruders not being identified as intruders 100%. You hear the servo motors of the evacuation bay doors screech. Probability of intruders not being identified as intruders. So the chance of them... I can't understand that and I don't want to think about it. Use some logic. Negative. Shipment will be anchored. You can see the chest tab mechanic. Okay. Right, we are intruders. 0% probability that the intruders are identified as intruders. Okay. Okay, someone who isn't an intruder would claim they are. I'm trying to like logic break an AI here, and the writing's not quite good enough to do that for me. My mind. If someone else might be able to follow this better than me. If the intruder claims it is intruder, probability protocol incompatible. As it exclaims different errors, you hear the voice shut down due to a logic error. The bay doors close. You're now out of danger. Remind me never to upset our My. Mission accomplished. I got some raw protonite from that.
Let's go back to the station to inform Susan.
What kind of pirates assault a protonite freighter just to abandon it?
X-Player's weapons do not correspond to the radiation we've been following.
Okay, I'll find that green arrow source in a minute.
Seems to follow the same pattern obtained in the slaver's
I
base.
kind of want to
Our team
salvage.
can't undertake an investigation. We haven't found enough matches.
Actually, I've got some salvage already. Let's open some loot boxes. That's the best bit of every game, isn't it? 500 credits, nice. Some protonite. Oh, and a thing, an interceptor laser Mark 1 of superior quality, no less. But I haven't got any hard points left. So 400, 2 and 2 is what I'm looking at here. 405 and 30. That's a shield generator. I had a cloaking shield all along. We'll get rid of that because I don't know how to use it. Pulse generator, mine launcher. See, this is what all these things are down here, and it never really taught me how or when to use any of them. Which is why when I design my own ship, it won't have any of that nonsense. It will all just be one type of weapon all of the time. And maybe a nuke, because the nuke does seem pretty impressive. Just throw a few of them out now, actually. So that's the nuke. Oh, that was an EMP, I think. Oh, I can see down here on the left, they've got cooldowns, but they're very hard to look at and read. Did that nuke ever go anywhere? Probably not. And what's the other one? Mine launcher. I mean, it's pretty cool. Can I... Yep, there's my EMP again. I take it one is just regular guns. I'm not sure. But that's on the left, so what's all the stuff on the right? IMP... Oh, no, that just... idiot. That's just telling you how to get to various aspects of the menu. I'm guessing P is photo mode. Yeah, okay. It's not quite. How do you get out of it? No. Not overly easy. And is that a B? Oh, bug report. Oh yeah, they did say about this. It's for bug reporting. That's fine. I feel it's disingenuous to call this a demo, but preview, I suppose, would be the word. Or just call it the prologue, maybe. I don't know. It's odd when the game's not out, as far as I know. So that was Between the Stars. Apparently it's on Kickstarter now, although since I'm recording this and releasing it some weeks later, it may have failed its Kickstarter already. Actually, will this work? If I click on it. This is opened in a different screen to my left. I can tell you that they've had £11,614 pledged of a 26 grand goal. 360 backers with 17 days to go. Let's see, and this will come out almost the exact time that closes. So this will be useless to anyone. All or nothing. This project will only be funded if it reaches its goal by Tuesday, October 16th. Oh, that's so harsh, because I've planned to release this video on the 17th. I might move it up the release schedule just a bit, because even I'm not that much of a dick releasing it after its makeup. Like, no one's gonna pledge after this, seeing this video, but even still. Wow. I'm just looking at their Kickstarter page now. See, I like the idea of it, but it seems like an odd game to go to Kickstarter for, especially for such a relatively small amount of money, £26,000, which it's a lot, but I don't know if it's like you couldn't pay for you know, more than one person's salary for a year on that, really, could you? Although it is in Barcelona. Let's just have a quick... What are the updates here? See, it says here they've added a hard mode. Oh no, it's unlocked after you do the regular mode. Oh, it doesn't matter. Well, that was Between the Stars. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.